Hello and welcome to this pattern recognition video featuring 5 puzzles from Chess Master level games rated 2200 to 2500. The puzzles are random to more closely simulate a regular game where you don't know what tactics there are, but you do know there's some kind of winning tactic here or some kind of way to win. All right, what do we do here? I'm going to try and do 5 puzzles. Pause at any time. If you're not familiar with pattern recognition, basically you solve a set of puzzles, and I recommend going over them more than once. That way you don't just forget the tactics and patterns that you see, and you'll more likely remember those tactics and patterns by solving the puzzles multiple times. All right. What happened here? It looks like the queen was kind of lined up on the king, so the king just stepped forward. There is a possibility of a checkmate in one here if our queen wasn't guarding that. We have this very dangerous queenside passed pawn here, 2 moves away from promoting. And it might be hard for this queen to get over here and guard that. I mean, right now there's this option with a check, and then it could snatch up or at least get in front of that. But even if that happens, then what? We move here. If it steps up there, I mean, I guess I'm thinking, if we go there, they check, we move here, it steps in front of the pawn. We could go there and guard it, but maybe there's something better. I don't know. If you want to look at checks, captures, and threats always. So if we go here, we immediately check the king, and that's the most forcing move to deliver this check. But that would also prevent this check. It still guards that square from a checkmate. And we could start pushing our pawn up the board. How would they stop that? So check. They don't want to block with the queen, or we just capture. We trade queens and then promote our pawn. So check. Well, I'll take a look at that too. If they block, we take. King takes. Yeah, then we have 2 moves to promotion. They would have to get their king out of the way and then try and push their other pawn maybe. That's not looking good. So check. They could push that pawn. And then I think we just push our pawn, and there's no way for them to stop that. Without going here, we take, pawn takes, we promote. They go here, but then our queen can drop back and fork their king and take this pawn. All right, that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, these are definitely more complicated. All right, now we can just promote. Is there any reason not to? Any reason not to just promote? We have to look for checks. We won't be able to go, or they won't be able to go there because we'll be guarding that. They could go here, but looks like we can just go there. All right, I better take a look at this. Now, generally, you want to try and do this all in your head as much as you can, but because I don't want to make the video last forever, I'll take a little shortcut here. So we promote, they deliver check. Then what? We have to go there. And they can't check us. Oh, I guess they could. They could go here. Then what? So, yeah, maybe that's something to keep in mind. So I don't know. It looks like we should just promote. Okay, now the only thing we can do is just step up here. All right, and that's what they want. I mean, I'm guessing they would start trying to check us with something like that. And what do we do about that? So, yeah, these are pretty tricky when there's queens on a wide open board chasing the king around. So they go there. I mean, I'll pull the analysis up real quick and see what they say. All right, so we got into this position here. The king has to move there. So, yeah, the best move is queen to c5, but that still leads to a mate in 28. So check, king to b8. King to b8, queen to f8 is best. And queen to what? c8. Yeah, this is tricky stuff here. Queen to c8. Oh, wow. Now there is a7 check. King up to b7 guards the queen and the promotion square. But then after capture, capture. Oh, they can't promote because of that. Okay. All right. Well, on to puzzle number 2. I'll probably only do 5 puzzles because these are a little more complicated. So the next puzzle, here we go. What happened? The bishop just dropped back, attacking along with the queen here. What now? So, if you don't know where to start, if any, beginners are watching this, you want to look at what your opponent just did. They moved here. What's the threat? They're piling up with the queen on this bishop, and I only have one defender, so we have to worry about that. Now, we could take a look at material to help us decide if we want to trade down or if we need to go for a win. We have 6 pawns. Our opponent has 6 as well. We both have 2 rooks, a queen, and 2 minor pieces. So material's even. We could maybe take here with check. You want to look at checks next. Checks, captures, and threats in that order. Checks as they are most forcing. You always want to keep an eye on the checks. So if we take, We don't have to worry about them taking our queen because they'll be in check. But if we take, they could just go here. And then we have the renewed attack on our queen. And is there a way to use this bishop? If this pawn wasn't here, that would be a nice line for that bishop. And checks first. All right, even the crazy ones. So we might as well double check. Does this do anything? I mean, the king could just capture, and then I don't see any kind of good follow-up. Or maybe, well, I better look at all the checks first. So there, I don't know if that does anything. I mean, here, so these are two options. Maybe we sacrifice the rook here, attacking the queen. But then they could just capture here. We could capture there with check. Or if we look at captures, maybe we capture that. If the rook takes, then what if we go here? The queen would have to take. Okay, so maybe that does something. If we take, well, what if the other rook takes here? This is a tricky one. That's what you get with these master level ones. That's why they're chess masters. Okay. So maybe do we give up the rook? I mean, that's pretty forcing. We're attacking their queen. So if their queen, once we capture the knight, if they go here, now what? I don't know. There might be something to that. If we go there, if the queen captures, well, now we have an unprotected rook. So maybe we go there. If the king captures, we could go here with check. Does that do anything? I just don't see a good follow-up. Oh, also, okay. Any lower rated players, always look out for this. Not only look out for the checks, but look for any unprotected pieces, as there may be tactical possibilities. So maybe we bring our queen over and threaten to capture, but then they could just capture with the bishop there, and then their rook would protect. Wow. Okay, what do we want to do here? Maybe we go there. That's forcing because we're capturing with a check. So what would they do? Capture with their rook. I don't know about this. Let's see. This is a tricky one. Can we go there? No, because they'll just take. So the rook sacrifice, if we take that, attacking the queen, that's pretty forcing. Then if they do that, oh, then maybe we go capture, king captures, then we check and go after that. All right. So they went that way right away, but oh, now we can just add the pressure. We go there anyway. If they take, then we grab that with a check. Does that work? Or do we need to go there right away? If we go here and they take, is it just even material after that? Oh, or do we just, no. Man, still tricky. Still tricky here. Oh, now can we just, yeah, we can just grab that bishop. Because if they capture, then our queen captures. Okay. All right, and so this is dangerous. This is a pretty good pattern. They're threatening to check, put our king in the corner, and then sacrifice the queen and deliver a back rank mate. So we definitely have to watch out for that. And how do we do that? Do we have to block with the queen maybe? But then they'll be able to take. Huh. Or do we just go right back to here, pinning that? Because then if we pin and they try and go here, and now if they try to sacrifice the queen, the rook wouldn't be able to recapture. All right, so that works. Because now the rook is trapped here, and we can try and capture that next. All right, well, I hope you did well on that one. That was a little complicated, rated 2360. So on to puzzle number 3. The knight moves forward, attacking our the rook moves forward, attacking our unprotected knight. And at the same time, we're attacking their knight, so we could just capture that. And maybe even we attack their other knight and protect ours at the same time. We just have to look to see if they have any good counterattacks against us. All right, I think that works. I mean, is this problem going to be a lot more simple than the last one? Because the last two were a little tougher there. So I'm thinking we just, and I'm sorry if I gave the answer away, if that is the answer. So pause if you want to think longer. If we go there, we not only protect our knight, but we attack their other knight. So both their knights will be under attack. So I think that works. Do they have any kind of crazy checks? Anything they could try? So if we go there, they could move this knight, threaten a check here, but I don't think that does much. So I'm thinking we just do that. No, okay, they don't like that. What did we miss? Maybe there's something more forcing. Oh, okay. We have the other way to go, where we just take immediately. Then if they take, then we just fork. So does that work? We take, they take, we fork the rook and the knight. Do they have some crazy attack? I don't think so. And now we can just grab their knight. All right, well, guess I should have looked a little bit longer there instead of rushing. Okay, on to puzzle number 4. Okay, what just happened here? The pawn pushed forward. Oh, preventing this possibility of the queen moving here and threatening a mate here or even here. So, I guess the queen could even go here and threaten a mate. But then they could just move one of the rooks up to guard against that. All right. Well, what do we have here? We have an attack on our rook. So, a good strategy is to look at what your opponent just played. So they push this forward, giving them some space, preventing us from trying to work our way in there and going for a checkmate. It blocks the queen. Now, if we count up material, we have 5 pawns. Our opponent has, 6? So we're down a pawn. And we're down a bishop for their rook. So we're down the equivalent of 3 pawns. So we probably need to try and go for a win. Is there a way to trap their queen? No, I don't see anything. So checks. We want to look at checks, captures, and threats in that order. I don't see any checks available now. No checks. Captures. Do they have anything unprotected? They have a pawn over here, unprotected. I don't see any way to go after that. Threats. We could move here and target their rook. Does that help us? They'll just maybe move here. If we go here, threatening the mate with the bishop and the queen, they could move the rook again here to defend. Then what? Wow, I'm not seeing any. Oh, well, I mean, do we go after that? But then they can take this. So that's a problem as well. Well, I don't know. What am I missing here? What am I missing? I mean, if we go there, he just defends against that. If he does that, and we still have this unprotected, that's not so good either. We have this undefended. I don't know. It's looking pretty rough. Man. I don't know. Hopefully you're finding something that I am not. Do we ignore this attack? Probably. You know, if we have to go for a win. Oh. Can we move over here and threaten to come in that way? Maybe that works. So if we go there, the king is just trapped on the back rank. Well, he could go here and block with his bishop. So that is a possibility. But I don't know. That is kind of forcing. If we go there, I think he has to go there. Then what do we do? So here, here. Maybe we move here, attacking the other rook. Okay, to keep the video moving along, I'm going to try this. Okay, at least that was the first correct move. Okay, now if we go here and they take, we take with check. The king can't run forward. He would have to go here, and that would be a mate. So probably if we go there, he's just going to step over. Then do we run up here with the rook? No, they don't want that. What am I missing? Is there something better here? Huh. Oh, we just target. Well, I don't know. This looks kind of crazy. If we go there, he captures with a check. We have to run there. Then maybe he goes here. If we go here, the other rook can capture. Oh man, yeah, this is kind of a mess. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have something with a queen sacrifice? If we go there, there, here, the king has to go, what, here? Oh man, yeah, these are tricky today. If they go there, then what? We go here, but then the king can run and escape, I think. So do we go here? Man, I don't know. I'm thinking queen sacrifice. They capture. Then we go here with check. The king has to run to the other diagonal. Let's try it. No. Okay, I guess that didn't work. I'm trying to keep this video moving along, but man, these are tough today. I just don't see what else we can do. Do we go there and threaten to pile up on that? Maybe. No, they don't like that. Okay, do we have to do something with this? No. Oh, come on. What is happening here? This is a frustrating one. They don't want that. Okay? What can we do here? They don't want a queen sacrifice. I'm not seeing what they want. Do they want us to come back? No. Oh my gosh. All right, this one has me stumped, I think. Now it's just getting frustrating. Do we go there? No. Do we go there? No. What can we do? I'm not seeing this. Come on. What is the problem? What am I missing here? All right, I'm taking a hint. This is just really frustrating. Okay, wait a minute. Isn't that the piece that just moved here? What are they showing me? Was that even a hint? Did they just highlight these two squares? What are we talking about? They don't want that. What? Where is the hint? Hint, hint. Oh my gosh, come on. So, oh, okay, they just. Why are they showing me? Oh my gosh. All right, so that's the move. Now, I don't. Did they even highlight anything? They're supposed to highlight a piece when you click on hint, and I don't see anything highlighted. But I am a little colorblind. What? All right, what's the move? I thought I did that already. I thought I already moved that earlier. Are you kidding me? I could have swore I made that move. All right. Sorry, that one got me frustrated. On to puzzle number 5. I'm going to have to rewatch this video maybe because I thought I already tried to move that bishop here. But maybe I didn't. All right, on to puzzle number 5. This is going to be the final one. The rook has just captured a knight here. So that's not looking too good. And looks like our king is getting swarmed here by a knight, a rook, a queen, a bishop is in the area. We need to do something in a hurry. And all we have is our queen and rook. The rook is controlling that. So the only check I see is that. They could block with their bishop here. But then we could go here with check. And is that a mate? So check. Oh, I think that's the only thing they can do. You know, capture, block, or run. They can't capture the checking piece. They can block. The king can't run anywhere. So if they do that, we move up here with check. and it's mate, I do believe. So check. Oh, and they went that way, which I think that still works too. Now we just take the rook on c8. Let me double check here. So yeah, we just go there, then capture, and it's mate. All right, well that one seemed to be much easier than the last ones. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap it up there. Feel free to leave comments, especially if you have any requests for something you want to see in the future. Like and subscribe to support the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.